Hello and welcome back to more Let's Play Tokyo Dark. So it's actually been quite a while since I've last played. The issue I ran into actually, so I beat the game, as you can probably tell by the new game plus mode and broken memories and all that. That's actually after game content. Um, but I beat the game and I basically made it about halfway through the game, and then for whatever reason, I think OBS had an update, and the last half of it didn't have it to where the audio and my voice split in the recordings, so I was no longer like you couldn't hear a damn thing that I was saying, and part of that ran over into the Dead Rising Let's Play, so it's very very soft and you can barely hear anything. Um, so unfortunately, I have to go through and re-record the game, so you won't really be getting my first reaction at the game because I'm gonna start a new game, um, and start new, start fresh. It's been a couple years since the last time I tried playing it, so I've forgotten some of what the game is, and because it has multiple endings and what have you, um, it I can still have the potential at getting a new ending and still being kind of like, oh, this is new, this is fresh kind of thing. So there's even a few things here and there that might surprise me as well. Of course, now that I've played the game at least once, I vaguely still have an idea of how the game is supposed to be played. So I could kind of go more the good cop route versus screwing things up like I did in my original playthrough right off the bat by drinking and giving my tarnishing the good oh lord, what's her name? I've forgotten our main character's name. It has been a hot minute. Well, we're gonna start a new game. Are you sure you want to? Yes. Oh, nope, that's a no. I would like to start a new game, yes. Yes. In English, preferably. As much as I would love to learn Japanese, I do not know it yet. Not nearly enough on a level to play through the entire game and make it make sense. Now, the last time that I was trying to re-record this, I actually was running into a glitch where the... Alright. Uh, Basically, our character here would pop up in the middle of the room and, like, fall for 10 seconds, so you'd see a flash of the room, like, anywhere in the middle of it, and then she'd pop up to where she's actually supposed to spawn, drop down, and then it would fade in, which was very, very weird. Ah, it's Detective Ito. From the grimy fabric of the train seat, I recognize a familiar face. Investigation +1. Pick up. Tanaka. What's your badge doing in a place like this? Where are you?
Hi.
Ito, where are you? I've been trying to reach you for 20 minutes. I guess this means you've heard about his phone. Yeah, Saki told me. I'm on my way to Shinjuku now. I couldn't wait for the uniforms and miss another chance. We've narrowed down the GPS signal to a back alley in the east part of town. You're the only detective I trust that's near it. That said, I'd be an idiot not to send in a team behind you. Luckily for us, it doesn't look like it's moved in the last 40 minutes. What's your ETA? I should be there in about 10 minutes. How long until the team arrives? At this rate, about 20 minutes behind you. Ito, we have no idea what you're walking into, so no heroics. Find the phone, discover what you can about how it got there, and then report straight back to HQ. Understood? Yes, sir. I know this one's been especially tough for you. He's your partner, and I understand that you want to be the one to bring him home. But, well, are you going to be okay being back in the field? I know it's been a while since the incident, so you can't blame me for being a little hesitant. Remember to keep an eye on your spin attributes from time to time by pressing the escape key. I'm taking a big risk in trusting you with this, Ito. We can't have another repeat of Kamakura. I'm fine, sir. I have everything under control. I'll report it once I find the phone. Behind the pleasantries, it's plain as day that Yukimura still doesn't trust me to be on my own. The day Tanaka went missing, the uniforms completely ruined the crime scene. There's no way I'll let that happen again. Hold on, Tanaka. I'll be there soon. I forgot how aesthetic this game is. It is extremely aesthetic. And I actually have another game that's very similar in style. Well, I don't want to say style. I found a game called Sense, which seems like it's going to be pretty interesting to play through. I haven't touched it yet, but I'm very intrigued to play it. 5 days ago, my partner, Detective Kazuki Tanaka, vanished after leaving Police HQ. There was no sign of him, and we had no leads. From one of the most populous cities on Earth, he simply disappeared. That is, until an hour ago when his phone was mysteriously switched on. Tracing it led me here to this grimy road on the east side of Shinjuku. Nothing good ever happens in this part of town. Alright, and then, so, for people just joining, it's basically a point-and-click kind of game. You can't move with arrow keys or anything, and unfortunately it doesn't have controller support. I might need to turn my video game music down just a little bit. It seems to be overpowering OBS even. There we go. Okay. Ooh, still a little bit more into that red zone. That looks to be better. Okay. So it's a point and click kind of game. So you click to go where you want, and when you approach an object that can be interacted with in some way, you'll have this little reticule pop up with the different options. So you can have up to 4 different options on one reticule. So I can click to look, and it'll be like, hey, in my opinion, the smaller a chicken skewer place is, the better. At least that's what I used to tell Tanaka. And then you can go inside if you want. Oh, closed. Not like I have time for chicken tonight anyway. And that is the basics of how the game controls. It's mostly an investigative game, although if you pause, you can actually see your spin system. So spin stands for sanity, how professional you are, your investigative skills, and here we go. Sanity, professionalism, investigation, and neurosis. So sanity, that one makes sense. It's just how sane you are as a person. Professionalism has to do with, since I'm a cop, whether or not I'm a professional cop or I'm more on the shady side. Investigation just depends on how into things that I look. So like for signs and stuff, when I'm looking down just the street, if I click to go look before I enter, that adds points to investigation. I'm not really sure what drops that, but I know all of these can go up and down. Neurosis is kind of mixed in with sanity, but it's like a darker side of sanity. We do have, well, I'll get into that later, but each one of these will slowly rise and fall throughout the game based on our choices. Full screen, regular, dynamic, volume high, English, contrast, everything there seems good. So we'll drop out of the menu and continue looking. A shabby looking bar with a butterfly logo on the sign. Butterfly Club? A hostess bar. Watered down booze exchanged for fake smiles and a girl to laugh at your jokes. On a normal night, there's no way I'd look for Tanaka here. Tonight's not exactly normal, though. Investigation +1. Nice. So I could go inside and talk to the people there. What if I kept going down? Can I look at anything else? Is this enterable? Back entrance to a shuttered store. I can't get in. Fair enough. The small bar doesn't seem to have a lot of customers, but there's a good view of the street from the storefront. Doesn't look like anyone's been home for a while, but I wonder who'd want to live on a street like this anyway. Whatever was drawn on, someone tried scrubbing off, but gave up halfway. Yeah, that's fair. Graffiti be that way. A keypad? Such a grimy looking door, that sure is a fancy lock. Without a code, there's no way I'm getting in. Small, old wooden emblem on the door, so worn I can't make it out. Makes you wonder what kinds of stores used to be here before it was cannibalized by bars. What a stench. Well, pretty normal for a dumpster, I guess. It's locked up tight, though. It's some sort of warehouse or storage building. No clue what type of company it belongs to, but the dumpsters are definitely theirs. Blood? No. Only fresh red paint. The whole thing reminds me of Kamakura and that girl. There's no time to dwell in the past tonight. I have work to do. Alright, well, I suppose we could start from the front and make our way forward. So, I'll go back to the bar up here and start talking. I'm Detective Ito of the Tokyo Metropolitan Police. I'd like to ask a few questions. You could smell the cop on you the minute you step through the door. Yeah, sure, ask away. Make it quick. Usually starts getting busy around now. Alright, Tanaka. Have you seen this man in here within the last day or two? Who's he? Some boyfriend of yours? He's a cop and he's missing. Have you seen him or not? Lots of cops pass through here. That's one I haven't seen. Listen, I've got a paying customer, and not a lot of free time, so you can either order a drink or you can go. This hostess seems pretty cagey. Might open up after a drink, but then again, maybe not. I need to be careful here. Yeah, I'm not gonna drink on the job. I know better now. I don't drink while I'm working. Funny, I don't work without drinking. Sorry, detective. Can't help you. And it doesn't look like we'll get... Can't you see I'm busy? Yeah, it doesn't look like we'll get too much more information out of him. Guess we could talk to the perv. Evening, sir. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Ooh, and what are you supposed to be then? I think this one's with the police, honey. Detective Ito, Tokyo Metropolitan Police. Police, huh? Name's Gatto. Is the gun real too? Why don't you let me buy you a drink? Maybe you could show me your gun, and I can show you mine. Charming. How about we stick to the questions? You seem like a regular. Have you seen this man tonight? I don't know. See these glasses, Detective Otto? My eyesight's not so good. Why don't you come over here and sit on my knee so I can take a closer look? I'll pass. Listen, I tried to help you, but you don't want it. That's fine with me. You got a problem or something? What do you want? Well, I've successfully pissed 2 people off, but on the bright side, I guess, I'm very professional. Unlike last time. This is the T guy, isn't it? It's been a while. Yeah. I'm Detective Ito of the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. Would you mind if I ask you a few questions? Daiso, that's what it was. No problem at all. You can call me Daiso if you want. I haven't done something wrong, have I? No, nothing like that. I was hoping you could help me, actually. Have you seen this man? Maybe sometime tonight? Hold on. Mind if I take another peek at that picture? Sorry, I don't think I've seen him after all. Are you positive? Yeah, I definitely remember, you see. To be honest, business hasn't been so great. So I haven't seen much of anyone lately, and I'd definitely remember a guy like that. Mostly I just sit here alone, wiping down the counter over and over again. Can't say I thought this is what I'd be doing as the owner of a bar in Shinjuku, you know? Not to mention, honest guys like me are being driven out of business around here. All the other places, like that hostess club up the street, are cutting corners. The alley outside. I'm sorry to hear that, Daiso. I've got one more question, if that's okay. You have a pretty good view of the alley from here. Seen anything unusual out there tonight? Unusual? Now that you mention it. When I went out back before, I thought I heard a ringing sound coming from inside one of the dumpsters. Just kept ringing and ringing. Speaking of rings, I had to pawn my wedding ring to pay this month's rent. My wife heard about that. The next thing in the dumpster might be me. Oh, poor guy. And there's nothing else really to talk to him about. Neurosis. Neurosis, I now remember, was constantly doing things over and over again without any idea of any kind of change. So, like, if I wanted to talk to the blonde lady over and over and over again, I'd build up neurosis. Or, like, if I keep, like, investigating the same object, that would cause me to raise a neurosis. Alright, nothing else here. Still don't know anything about that keypad. That door's locked. Listen. No doubt about it. That's Tanaka's phone, alright, but who would have put it there? I guess I can inspect the lock. That's an industrial strength lock. No way I could force it open, but I bet someone in this building's got a key. See, now that I'm not drunk, she doesn't even think to, hey, maybe we should blow the lock off with my gun. That's not professional at all. So let's go ahead and head inside. Jump scare indeed. Whoa, 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 lady, we're closed. What are you doing here? Doesn't even look like this building should be open to begin with, man.
What?
Did you just see that girl? See what now? The lights were flickering, so I came over, but the, only girl I see is you. You alright, lady? You're, like, really pale. Yeah, I'm fine. So, this is, like, private property, so if you don't go, I'm gonna have to go and, like, talk to the police. You're talking to the police. I need access to the dumpster outside this building. Oh, yeah, right on, right on. Go for it. The, dumpster is locked? Oh, right, yeah, you'll need a key to get into it. I've got one, though, so, no worries. Right, can I have the key? Which key? I've got, like, a lot of keys. Give me the dumpster key. Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. Yes, sir, ma'am. Detective. Here. So, you didn't, like, actually see anyone in here, right? Because I'm just, part-time, so... Yeah, don't worry about it, kid. Right, detective. Ma'am, I gotta go do, like, other duties, you know? Over there, away from that creepy corner. Later. Toodles, dude. Nothing else to investigate in here, so we'll leave. And now that we... See, it did that stupid glitch again. I wonder why it's been doing that. That's weird. But we can open the dumpster without too much of an issue now. That must be it. A filthy paper bag surrounded by a swarm of flies. The ringing is coming from inside. I don't know what that says at all. I wonder if that's like important and like it's a, I don't know, a clue that can only be read in Japanese. It's like, oh, this is the name of some kind of cell phone company. Da-da-da-dum. I'll need to fish it out there and get a closer look. As I draw nearer, the familiar metallic scent of blood drifts into my nostrils. Written on the bag are two characters I know very well. Aya, me. What the hell's going on here? Sanity -5, but we can't avoid opening this. Embedded in the gruesome red mass is Tanaka's phone. As I slid the phone out, I'm overwhelmed by the smell of rotting meat and the buzzing of flies. Hello? Who is this? Oh, you finally picked up. I knew you would eventually. It's been a long time, Mayami-chan. How do you know my name? Where's Tanaka? Where are you keeping him? Shh, Mayami-chan, shh. Tanaka's right here with me in the sewer. Come down, there's something I want you to see. Blood, no, da-da-da, I have work to do. Enter. Damn, the bars won't budge. The red paint is on both the inside and outside of the drain. Someone around here must know how to get in. So, we'll leave the bloody bag for the police. Once Yukimiura's backup sees this, the forensics team won't be far behind. I'll make sure they don't miss it so it can be analyzed properly. Professionalism and investigation up. Guess we can go back inside and see if what's-his-face has anything else to say. No. Yeah, I wonder what that glitch is about. Because I've tried uninstalling and reinstalling the game to see if it fixes it, and it doesn't. So it's very, very weird. We can ask Daiso to see if he's seen access. Sorry to bother you again, Daiso, but do you know anything about the storm drain at the end of the alley? No worries, Detective. Now that you mention it, you might not believe me, but I saw a fat guy in a suit climbing out of there a few days ago, along with some girl. He's kind of infamous around here, probably at one of the hostess clubs as usual. Maybe the Butterfly Club? Hopefully he stays there. Anyway, that storm drain's bad news if you ask me. I'd steer clear of it. Well, thank you, Daiso. Nothing else? Girl with red hair, Butterfly Club. What do you know about the Butterfly Club? You said they were cutting corners earlier. Yeah, they sell stuff cheap and still manage to turn a profit. Naturally, the main method of doing that is by not paying for their alcohol license. At the end of the day, paying the cops is cheaper than paying for the license. Sorry, Detective, I'm not trying to imply anything about you, of course. Just telling it like it is. No one even tries to operate legally here anymore. Except big old chumps like me. And nothing else. Cool. Well, thanks for the talk, Daiso. But we have more to look into. Alright, we're gonna have to talk to Gatto. Excuse me, I've got a witness who says someone fitting your description has entered the storm drain at the end of the street before. Any chance that was you? I don't know what you're talking about, lady. Just tell me one thing. What do you know about the storm drain leading to the sewer at the end of the street? Huh? Sewer? What kind of question is that? I don't know anything about some dirty sewer. I'm not gonna beg, and I'm not gonna threaten her with no alcohol license. I wonder if I can do anything to get around threatening him, because I guarantee that's gonna drop my professionalism. There's really not much else. No, I'm probably gonna have to threaten him. Don't play dumb with me. I know you've been in that sewer. Tell me how to get in it now. Oh. Well, a text box popped up. Hell you think you are? I don't care what some asshole said about me, lady. I know you take women in there, and if you want to leave this bar with the necessary parts to be with one again, I suggest you start talking. Sorry about the misunderstanding. There's a shrine in that sewer. I go down there to, do stuff. Don't remember asking you what you do down there. I ask how you get down there. Now start talking. Alright, just leave me alone. There's a trick to opening the grate. So it's the leftmost bar to the right, and one next to it to the left, and they come off. Then you could crawl inside. There, you happy now? Now just leave me alone. Professionalism -5. I don't think there was a different way for me to go around that without losing professionalism, because the only other way would be getting drunk and then flirting with him to get the information. So that's the only thing I could think of, at least. But on the bright side, we do now have access to the sewer. Yep, there they go, just like he said. Someone has strung up some cheap lights haphazardly along the ceiling, maybe in a vain attempt at creating an intimate atmosphere. Oh yeah, and so like when I first played, I was too drunk to actually have the investigation skills to look and see that there were different aspects that I could have gone about and done to get a different route going down the sewer. Because if I remember right, I fell down last time, and that hurt my characters, and she was stumbling around, if I remember right. But in this case, because I did play through the opening again, so I know a few different things that I could do here. Seeing that probably took a few years off my life. The photo was in good shape, and I guess it was probably taken recently. But if I take that photo with me, I actually have evidence, so I can look down there. It's a gamble, but I could try getting down there barehanded. Gotta think there's something around here I could use to climb down more safely, though. Now, the correct way to think about it is, Gatto obviously had rope in that photo, so we could go to Gatto and get rope from him. I wonder what this shrine gate's doing down here after all this time. Maybe the builders were too superstitious to destroy it when the sewer was built. A thin, freshly painted line of red paint runs down slowly down the wall towards the well. It's the same fresh paint used on the wall and the drain outside. Whoever painted it must be close. So, with all of that, if he's down here, there's a possibility he has that rope on him tonight. I should take this photo to remind him. And we'll go ahead and do that in the next episode. It has been about 30 minutes, so thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode, where we will bribe Gatto with this lovely photo of him and make our way down into the sewer. So, see you all then.